Hey y'all, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I hope that y'all went and watched it. I hope you guys watched the. Did you guys watch the show? I hope you guys went and watched the show. I watched it like one and a half times. I tried to watch it twice, but something happened while I was watching it the second time. And the thing about it is, if I would have been live, it would have happened while I was on live. And at first I was thinking like I'm glad it didn't happen while I was on live, but then I was thinking like, but it's a real moment that happened, in my life that I would have vlogged if I had a vlog camera. So I want to say thank you guys for coming to my channel. Welcome to Becoming King Lexus. On this channel, I have already vowed to be 100% transparent on this channel, above average transparent on this channel. And this will be a vlog channel as well. So you guys won't just see me doing these videos. You guys are eventually going to see me doing vlogs. I had a vlog camera, but my camera's not working, so I have to get it fixed or get a new camera, right? But until then, we're just going with what God is giving us to go with. You know what I mean? And I'm enjoying it so far. So, um, I do want to go ahead before I start with this reaction because I am going to be reacting to the video on the ID channel that is called Disappeared, the Bradley Sisters. I'm about to do a review on that, right? But something happened while we were on our break, and we said we were gonna come back. Hey, Shreya, I'm about to say something that you probably don't want me to say, Shreya, but my spirit is just telling me to just be transparent and just talk about it. Like I haven't even told my family this yet, but yesterday when I told you that I got that notice on my door saying that they were not going to renew my lease, right? I already started talking about what was going on here at the apartments. I did a whole video on, what did I say? The unlawful eviction or something like that. So I mean, I'm just giving an update on it just so you know. But I talked to you yesterday and I told you that they were not renewing my lease, which ends on September the 30th. So I thought that was gonna be it. They was just gonna be like, well, we're not gonna fix your air, we're not gonna fix your air, and we know we're doing you dirty, so we just not gonna renew your lease on the 30th. So in immediately I had said in my mind, I said, okay, they're not gonna renew my lease, but I haven't received eviction notice yet. So maybe this is we're gonna part our ways at the end of my lease. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. So I need to start looking for a different place. So that's what I decided in my mind that I was gonna do. And then today, like about 10 minutes after I got off the live, I got a knock on my door and it was a stern knock. And I was like thinking like my mama, no, no, you know what I mean? I started going in my mind like, who could it be? And then the closer I got to the door, I saw that fucking blue shirt. I said, that's the motherfucking Marshalls, bitch. I said, that's the motherfucking Marshall. Let me open the door. So I opened the door and he gave me my notice. I opened the door and this how, like, I really wish that I would have been live. This is my eviction notice. Okay. I opened the door and he gave this to me, my eviction notice. And when he gave it to me, I was just like, I wasn't surprised because we had already talked about this. When he gave it to me, I kind of like he told me when that I needed to go respond to it or whatever, which I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go respond to it. And I told him like what my dilemma was, like me I was supposed to get a discount or whatever, and I told him about the air. And he was like, well, you need to file a case on them. Like, you need to go to the courthouse, respond to your letter, and it's gonna be kind of late, but you need to file a case on them and report them for your air conditioner not working and them not cutting your grass and doing all these other things that's wrong to your apartment. So I was like, okay, and I'm gonna do that or whatever. But to be honest with y'all, I'm not upset because of course I already cried my tears about everything. I told y'all about that in my other video, right? Um, I think that like I think that I feel like real, like a reality, like it's just reality. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew that this was coming. But the frustrating part is I got some serious decisions that I need to make, and I gotta make them fast. My next move gotta be my best move, right? And I feel like a little bit, if I feel down about anything, it's probably gonna be because I know I'm not gonna be able to continue to do YouTube like I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta work more. You know what I'm saying? Like this fucking, what is it called? Inflation is nuts, bro. It's really nuts, especially with a single mother that is not on Section 8. Like, anybody know how to get on that? For real? Because I need it. I need it. I need it. Like, my family helped me raise my oldest son. I want to do this with Cash alone because he's probably gonna be the only child that the only him and RJ. It's gonna be just him and RJ. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna have another baby. I don't feel like I am unless God want me to, that I don't know about, and it's a miracle that happens. Cash is my this is my last experience. You know what I mean? Raising kids. So I really want to do it. You know what I mean? On my own. I do. I know that, like, if it was an emergency or something like that, my family would have my back. But I feel like even though it was decisions that I made, I feel cheated as a mom with RJ. So I really want to do this with him and Cash, but especially, with Cash at his young age. He just started kindergarten. I've been teaching him so much. He's so smart. Him and his brother, they both. I got amazing children, and I need to find a 3-bedroom apartment. That's what I need to do. I need to find a 3-bedroom apartment or house that I can afford. My rent here was $1,000, and that shit is eating me up. Y'all don't even understand. Hold on. Let me plug this cord up because I don't want the computer to go dead. But this stuff is eating me up, y'all. It's really eating me up. And I'm not getting paid on YouTube yet. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have enough people in my room to be asking for cash apps and stuff. Like I know that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have enough people, like following me and watching my videos to be asking for cash apps and stuff yet. I know that. I'm gonna still put it up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still put it up there. But I haven't ever received a cash app from anybody on YouTube. And I'm not surprised by that. Like I just started. But I really want to do this every day. Y'all, I really do. Dang, that's the only thing that's making me feel away. I swear to God. I swear to God. Cause with everything else, I knew it was coming. Like I already know my list was about to be up. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I already know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm gonna go and find another place. I already had my eye on a different place. I'm gonna put in more hours at work so that I meet, make sure that I meet the requirements of the income that you got to make to move into place. And that's probably what I'm gonna do. It might be a 2-bedroom and not a 3, but I really want a 3. I need a 3. My son is 13 and my other son is 5, and they need to be home with me. So I need a 3, right? But the only thing that's making my eyes water right now is because I love doing this. I love it. And I feel like I'm gonna have to put it on hold for a minute. I don't want to put it on hold for a minute. It took me a long time to get here. Oh, it took me a long time to get here, you know, and it's a lot that's changing because of it that y'all don't know about. Like about a year ago, if I would have got that a year ago, I would have just sat in my depression and just waited and let it happen. Like I wouldn't have did anything about it. But since I started doing YouTube, I've been losing weight. I've been like happier. I have more stuff to look forward to. You know what I mean? I know I'm gonna start my son a YouTube channel because he like it. But I can't be I gotta work. I gotta work longer and harder, y'all. I'm gonna come back, but I'm gonna have to. I ain't saying I'm not gonna do it at all, but I'm just not gonna be able to do it every day like I want to. That's all. I said I wasn't gonna fucking cry, but I didn't know how much. I knew that I could do it and I knew that I would like it, but I didn't know how much I was gonna like it. I didn't know that I really was gonna feel like I found my passion. Why did I have to waste my time all those years doing drugs? Why did I have to waste my time all them years partying and popping perks and all of that? Why did I have to waste my time doing that? That was 3 years that I could have been putting towards something that I love, and I wouldn't be in this position. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but I know that my next move got to be my best move. I know that God got me. So whoever watching this video in a year from now or 2 years from now, and I have elevated and I'm doing better, if you happen to be in my position, just know I was there too. Just know I was there too. Get up at 2-3 times a week until you can do every day. Yeah, that's facts. Thank you, Sana Banda. Is this Sana Banda? I like the name. Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, I just wanted to be transparent with y'all and let y'all know, right? So this video is not about me though. This video is about Tracy and the Bradley sisters. Y'all, I watched it twice. I watched the show twice, and it's a lot of things that I pointed out about it. Now, because I can only be on here for an hour, I might just do half of the show now, and I might finish the other half tomorrow because I do have a time frame that I got to be on here, right? So we just gonna get into it, y'all. We just gonna get into it. Text Raven for me just in case she didn't get the notification, because you know last like she came right at the end and said that she didn't get the notification, girl. So text her and let her get it, child. Let me get this water out of my eyes so I can read my notes. Thank y'all for y'all support. I can feel it. I can feel it, and I appreciate it. Child. All right. I'm about done with these lashes, girl. Okay, y'all. So seriously. All right. So back to business, right? So y'all, at first I said that the documentary was boring, and I thought that it was like, what's the word I want to use? Girl, the computer not plugged up. Hold up. Hold up. You can't have that. We can't have that because I'm gonna be mad if it cut off in the middle of my stream. All right. Okay, we charging now. So yeah, so you guys, it actually did tell us some things that we did not know, you guys. It did. And we're gonna point it out. So I want to go one by one. I want to go from the beginning, right? So let me go to my first notes that I did. I do like the documentary, and I hope that there's a part two. The reason why I like it is because it did tell us some things we did not know. But however, I do not like the fact that nobody asked her about drugs. I do not like the fact that nobody asked her about what like her and George Washington, how they met, what the things that they did, because they would meet up. The daughter of Rita, shout out to Rita, shout out to Tracy. I said it back. See, I get Sheila and Tracy name mixed up. Shout out to Rita, shout out to Sheila, and I would say shout out to Faith, but I'm gonna tell you why I didn't. Faith, I was rooting for you, girl. I was rooting for you, Faith, but you let me down, and I'm gonna show you how you let me down. And I hope that you can understand that this is with love, and you can understand that you need to fix this. You need to fix this so that this can be over and done with, so that we can find out what really happened to those girls. I'm gonna tell you where you messed up at, Faith, because you're the sister and you seem like a nice person. You present yourself to be a person with a level head and with common sense, and you know more than you're saying. And I caught you. I caught you, Faith. And we're talking about your nieces here. We're talking about two girls that we don't know what happened to them. Every little detail counts. Every hair fiber counts. Even the hair fibers that they did not test immediately like they should have. So the first thing is George Washington and Tracy fell in love in 1995, y'all. She said around 95, 96. Okay. If this happened in 2001 and TIONDA was 10, which that's crazy because, yeah, in 2001 she was 10. So that means that she was born in 91, which means that George Washington and Tracy fell in love in 95, 96, and she was scared to open the door for him. And y'all was fell in love since 95 and 96. And she's calling you saying George is at the door. I already knew then, like, what? She's afraid of George and she been around him since 1995. Also, she said he used to pick her up at night. The kids said that they never been to George's house. He used to pick them up and pick them up from their grandmother's house and take them home so that they could go to school the next day because they had to get ready for school. So basically, the kids was always at the grandmother's house until it was time for them to go to school because they lived probably close to the school or whatever, and they could walk from home or something like that. But then again, I heard the mom was close. So whatever reason, she did pick them up so that they can go to school, right? That's what Rita said. And I don't think that Rita told no lies. I don't. She might have protected her mother, but I don't think she told. I didn't get any lies from her. So I got a lot of omission, lying by omission, but not like straight out lies, right? So she said he picked her up at night a lot, which means we were correct about the booty calls and stuff. You met him in 1995 and 96, and he's still only picking you up after 10 p.m. Come on, man. And you know her mind wasn't right. She was going through something that we are going to call out. And the cat's out of the bag, y'all. Let me hurry up and get through this. So, because I want to get to the big parts, to the big shit. So, Tracy said that he mentioned camp. Okay, no, wait. So, you guys, so in the beginning of the whole situation, right? They were talking about George Washington, when George Washington and Tracy met. And they were saying that they met in 95, 96. I was thinking, why was TIONDA afraid of him, right? And then also, they said that the last time that they were all together as a family was on the 4th of July. They went to that park on the 4th of July. And they said that it was a lake. It was like a lake because Diamond kept throwing the ball in the water at the 4th of July like gathering. She kept throwing the ball in the water. And she said all of them had on purple except for TIONDA. TIONDA had on green. And that was on July the 4th. And Tracy said that on July the 5th, George asked, did they want to go camping? George told them that they were going to go camping. That's what she said on July 5th. So when she said that, the man said, who was interviewing her, he said, oh, he asked about camping on July the 5th. And when he said that, he kind of started her. So she changed it up. She was like, I can't remember. I got to think about it. I think it was like a week before that. So then she said that he asked her about camping a week before the July the 5th. That's what she said to the man when she corrected herself. But she originally said the 5th. So I already felt disingenuousness there. Now, now that I think about it, Rita might have lied. I take that back about Rita because Rita said in the same, like, they flipped to talking to Rita right after she said it had been a week from the 5th. They flipped to Rita saying that it was a couple months before the 4th of July that he said they was going camping. And that was a lie because Tracy said that he asked a week after she originally said he asked on the 5th. So that was a lie detected there between y'all. And I'm really thinking that Rita said the biggest lie because I know it wasn't months before. Because if it was months before, they would have been better prepared. They wouldn't have been just trying to get everything together at the last minute. Do y'all know that Tracy said that she bought a tent? Tracy said that he mentioned camping on the 5th. When she saw the reaction from the detective, Then she changed it and said that it was a week before the 5th that he asked. Then the kids said months. TIONDA and Diamond. Oh yeah, the kids said it had been months, and Tracy said that it had been a week before the 5th. And guess what? Victoria was the birthday girl, right? They said that they were going to take TIONDA and Diamond camping first, and then take Rita and Victoria second. And it was Victoria's was the birthday girl. She was the one whose birthday it was going to be. So why would you take TIONDA and Diamond first, leave Rita and Victoria, and take them next time? Come on. Like, come on. And this is where I feel like the detectives, y'all have tiptoed around her for 20 years. It's time to get down to the nitty gritty. It's time to apply the pressure because you didn't apply enough pressure before. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. It was ridiculous. I was pissed about that. Rita and Victoria went to the grandmother's house on the 5th. That's when they went, on the 5th. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I felt the love when you sent that. Thank you so much. But yeah, they went on the 5th. That's when you graduated from high. Don't tell nobody that. I'm just playing. Nobody would know though, for real. Nobody would know. You beautiful. Look at your picture, girl. Nobody wouldn't know that. You beautiful bitch. So, yeah, so they was at the grandmother's house. Why would you? And then the detective said herself, why would you separate them? Why would you send the two older kids to the grandmother's house? If you're gonna be in the street and forget about your kids, the least you can do is leave them together so they will have a fighting chance. You know what I'm saying? Yes, ma'am, you do. You look good, bitch. For your age, you do. I ain't even for your age, girl. You beautiful. You're beautiful. Period. Ain't no for your age. You're beautiful. Period. You can go. You can go. You can hang with the best of them, honey. You can line up with the best of them, baby. No matter what age. So now, hold on. I had to Okay, yeah. So y'all, it was so much that I caught. So after they said that the kids were at the grandmother's house, right? And she split them up. She said, these are what she said, that she went to work the next morning, and she said that she looked at TIONDA and said, I'm going to work. Don't answer the door for nobody. That was a bold-faced lie, y'all. And the ones who watched it, y'all know, because at the end, she got called out. And I'm going to go ahead and bust that bubble right now. At the end, thank you, sis. But at the end, you know, they bust that out on her. Because at first she said she left on the morning of the 6th. And she said that shit with a straight face. And said, yes, that's what happened. I know for a fact that's what happened. She said she looked at her daughter that morning at 6 a.m. and told her, I'm leaving to go to work. Don't answer the door for nobody. By the end of the documentary, which I hope they're doing a part 2, because by the end of this documentary, they said that they got a phone call that said that Rita had been at George's house after like 10 p.m. that night. They got a call going to the house at 2 o'clock in the morning from Rita to her house. So they applied the pressure on her. And then all of a sudden she remembered that she had left them kids alone in that house on the night of the 5th, all the way to the next day of the 6th, and didn't report the accident. And didn't report the missing children until 7 p.m. on the night of the 6th. 7 p.m. on the night of the 6th is when she reported that. She left those babies home all night, all morning. And when she got home, she looked for them throughout the day. Rita said that when she saw that her sister was, when she came home and her mom was looking for her sister. She said she knocked the TV over and she just started crying. And I was live when we saw that part, and I was dissecting it like, well, you know, it's almost like she reacted like she knew what happened to them. That's what I got from it. When she said she knocked the TV over and she just started crying. That's like almost like giving up, like you know they're gone. That's what the reaction was to me. Like you know what happened. Like almost like George came to you and told you what he wanted to do. And you was hoping that he didn't do it, but he did it. Almost like that. That's what I got out of it. Right? And then I saw pictures of George back then. I saw pictures of George back then. Matter of fact, I'm about to try to show it. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want to get no, copyright or nothing like that. But it's two pictures that I really want you guys to see. It's the picture of George when he was younger, and that picture of that baby Diamond that they showed right after that picture of George. Girl, that baby Diamond looked just like the one who we think is Diamond right now. It's a picture that I have not seen on the internet, but they showed in that documentary. And she was looking straight forward, and when I caught all the features of her face with her not smiling, just looking straight forward, I said, oh my God, she looked just like that girl. She looked just like that girl that came out. And I don't want to skip to the end. I don't want to spoil anything, but I do want to show y'all real quick a picture of George Washington, and I want to show you a picture of Diamond. And then I want you guys to know something about Diamond that I cannot believe. I cannot believe. I think that those kids, they shouldn't have been with Rita, man. She wasn't right at the time. She wasn't right. Wasn't right. The way her mind was working at the time, it wasn't right. I'm not saying she a bad person, and y'all know that this is a safe space for people who have had a past like Rita, because everybody can change. I do strongly believe that everybody can change. I changed, you know, I changed. So who am I to judge, right? This is a safe space. But at the same time, I have never and would never do no like this. This was crazy. This was crazy. I just want to show y'all a picture of him. So I'm gonna go back into the app, and hopefully it's at where I paused it at. I paused it at a certain spot, y'all. It should go back to right where I paused it from, I hope. Shows, maybe. I wonder if it'll go right back to where I paused it from. No, I want to go back to what I was watching. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See? See, it's right there. Perfect. All right.
She stopped communicating with the police department when the questions for her got tough. I get it.
There. That's what I want y'all to see. I'm gonna pause it right there.
Well, he knows something. And what is he?
Y'all see him? Why is my computer going black? Did my screen go black, y'all? Thank you, sis. Oh, I love you, girl. But do y'all see this clown? Do y'all see this clown? This is how he looked back then. And y'all seen the recent pictures of him. We can go back and look at the recent pictures of him as well. But look at this clown, y'all. And now I want to show y'all them pictures of that baby. No, wait. I want y'all to see Rita real quick. I mean, not Rita, but what's her name? Tracy. I want y'all to see Tracy real quick.
They're just two people.
Look. This Tracy. Are these Cartier frames? This Tracy, y'all. Y'all see Tracy? This is the most done up that I have ever seen her. This is the most done up that I've ever seen her. And this was right after everything happened. And there was another photo that she was in where she was done up like that as well. And I'm like, it seemed like she got some money from somewhere. I wonder where she got some money from. Nah, but seriously. Okay, and then I want to show you the baby, and that's it. All right, y'all. Y'all, please. Somebody screenshot this. Zoom in. Y'all, look at this baby. Look at this baby, y'all. Y'all, look at this baby. That baby look just like her to me now. The girl who we think is Diamond, that baby look just like her. Do y'all agree? What y'all thinking? Do that baby look just? Yes. Yo, that baby look just like her. Now that we know that, I can't stay on it because they'll try to play me and all that with the YouTube and stuff. So I can't stay on it. But I just wanted y'all to see that baby look just like her. It's crazy. It's crazy how that baby look just like her. And I'm like, yo, that's her, right? So in the back of my mind while I'm watching it, I'm like, yo, that's her. That's her without a doubt. So we going on with everything, right? And yes, she does. She does. Sis, did you let Raven know we was live? But yeah, so after I saw that, I said I gotta pause it right there. That's why I was already on that part. Because I said I know I can't show you guys everything, but I wanted to pause it right there because I wanted you guys to see the scumbag George Washington, who clearly he was running from that baby. That's what I feel like. When I say running from that baby, I mean stepping up and being responsible for that baby. They were together this long, and you mean to tell me that you don't believe the baby was yours? Is she a whore or something? What makes you feel so confident that it's not your baby? Or are you running away from something that you know is your baby? And then, not to mention, do y'all know that Tracy named her daughter Diamond after George Washington's wife, whom he was married to while he was with Tracy? Did y'all know that? Why would you say that? Of all the things that you hiding, of all the lies that you telling, why would you say that your daughter is named after the woman that he was married to when you conceived that baby? How you think that's gonna make her feel? All the things you done lied about, you couldn't hold that one down. You thought that was cute to tell. You thought that was funny to say. She weird as for that. But you guess what else that tells me? That's a detachment for you to name your child after a woman that you despise because she got your man and she got the ring. You push out his baby and you name his baby Diamond after his wife. And this is what I mean about mental health in the Black community. Because that lady probably got some mental health issues that her family saw a while ago and probably just haven't talked about and won't talk about and won't say. Because that right there took me out, y'all. That took me out. I'm like, you named the baby after what? You named the baby Diamond after the wife that you wanted him to leave for you? Tracy, what the? I'm trying to stop cursing, y'all, because y'all know I want to be monetized and stuff. What the hell, man? You named your daughter after his mistress. I thought Tokyo Tony was crazy for moving across the street from her baby daddy and his wife. But at least she ain't named the girl after his wife. That is nuts. That's nuts. I don't know nobody who did that, who named the child after the wife of the man that you the side chick for. That's crazy. And then not only that, but of all the lies that you have told, you want to tell the truth about that one, though. You want everybody to know. Do you care about Diamond feelings? How do you think she gonna feel hearing that shit? That's crazy. I'm sorry, sis. I told her to hit you up and let you know, sis. I told her to let you know. Sis, did you see the documentary though? While we was on a break, did you see it? But yes, she named. I'm like, you named, y'all. That was crazy to me. That was crazy. All right, so yeah, Tracy named Diamond after George's wife. He picked the kids up, but they never went to his house. Oh, and I told y'all Tracy said she bought a tent, but nobody ever saw that tent that she bought. Out of everything that I have heard, I've never heard anything about a tent that she bought. Never. Okay, sis, that's cool. Cause I'm only doing half of my review anyway. So I'll that's cool. I'll be doing the other half of my review probably tomorrow or first thing in the morning. Cause I can only be on here for an hour. I got to get off at 7, y'all. I got to, even though I don't want to. I got to, y'all. And try to enjoy the rest of my day off because I gotta work tomorrow. But anyway, why do I do that every time I say that? I gotta get off. Anyway, it's because it's my peace. Like I really love it. Like I love talking to y'all. I love expressing myself. I love, you know, fighting for these girls, man, because it's messed up. This is messed up. How she named the baby after the wife. Like there was no chance in hell that you was gonna bond with that baby. You had no attachment to that baby, did you? Is that why it was so easy for you to let this happen? Because y'all, I'm gonna go away from my notes for a second. I'm gonna say what's on my heart right now, y'all. Honestly, on my heart, I feel like she had something to do with it. Because George Washington is very confident that she's not gonna talk about what he did because he would have killed her too. He would have killed her too and burned her up in a barrel. Oh Lord, I can't say the K word on YouTube. Ugh, I hope they don't catch that. I hope they don't catch that. How long are we into the live? What? We 37 minutes in. Hopefully they don't catch that. But you know, he was very confident that she wasn't gonna say nothing. Oh, you are? Yeah, child. This is my one day. I'm working the rest of the week, child. This is my one day off. But yeah, y'all. He's very confident. That man George, he was very confident that she wasn't gonna say nothing. And to this day, she's still been lying. The family's still been lying. I think that they know more than what they saying. I do. I feel like they the type of family, almost like somebody else we know, where they care about the optics so much that it could literally be somebody with a mental health issue or disease or sickness or something that's embarrassing to them and they don't want to talk about because they want to look good to the public. So they lying for Tracy. You see what I'm saying? I feel like that family is like that. Like they are afraid to deal with raw truths and stuff. Like they're afraid to accept what's really going on in their life, and that means that they are gaslighting themselves every day when they wake up. They look around at the family and they see a whole lot of things that's messed up and that's not right, but they in their mind they push it away. You know what I'm saying? In their minds, they don't think about it anymore. They have trained themselves to not look at what's really going on in their family, and that's sick mentally. And that goes all the way back to slavery again, y'all. Like I was telling y'all about how in New Year's the families got ripped apart, and it reminded me of Tracy, how she was just like numb to what happened to her daughters. Do you know that day that they went to the police department? No, it was a couple days after because this was after she got out of the interrogation, right? Oh yeah. I'm good, just so you know. I hope everybody else is doing good too. But yeah, so do you know that when Tracy got back from the interrogation from the police and the detectives, y'all, do y'all know that she said to Sheila, why you looking at me like that? Y'all act like I did something to my kids. Y'all know what that means when somebody say that. They feeling insecure and they feeling like people know. So they start lashing out and saying, you act like I did it because they insecure. Y'all know what that means. And Sheila gave the most honest reaction in that moment. She had to catch herself. She said she got up to grab her because she wanted to push her out of the window. That's the only reason why I feel like Sheila reactions are genuine. Because I was frustrated with Tracy through the TV. And I wanted to yank through the TV and snatch her at when she laughed about naming Diamond after his wife. So when she said what she said to Tracy, I'm sure that her mind wasn't in the right place, so she probably laughed or did something weird then. And Tracy said that all she was thinking was if you would have been with them, they wouldn't be gone. That was real. That was a real answer. And I know that was a real answer because Fifi has came out and said that she left them kids there all the time by themselves. So it was a lot of people in the family irritated with her. Now, I want to make sure I get to this part before I have to go. Y'all, what does George have on Tracy? Okay, yeah, I already talked about. I was asking in my notes, I put what does George have on Tracy? Because Tracy, of course, is the mom. The reason why I put what does George have on Tracy is because, like I said, he is way too confident about this whole situation. He feels like he don't have nothing to worry about. That's scary. He feels like he don't have nothing to worry about. So for in order for him to feel like that, it's got to be something he's got on her that they might have did it together type shit. That's what I'm thinking. Like, did they do this together? Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And then you can look at Tracy and look at her sister, and you can kind of tell that Tracy did do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know it as well as I know. If you do drugs for 20 years, it's gonna show on you. Just a short amount of time that I, went through what I went through with pain medicine, just that short 3 to 4 years that I was going through something bad with pain medicine, it affected my teeth. You know what I'm saying? So it affects your looks. So imagine somebody doing it for 20 years and not, pain medicine, but something like, to me, when I look at her, I think that she might have been a C addict. You know what I'm saying? One of those C's, they both the same thing, but you can make them different ways. Like, that's the type of thing that I was thinking that she might have been doing because her kids was born in the 90s and stuff. And I think that that's what they was doing at that time because I had a parent that was doing that and it wasn't my mama. So let's be very clear. My mama wasn't doing that. But what I'm saying is that it was popular at that time. And y'all know this is a no judgment zone. Y'all know who I am and what I've been through. And I'll testify about it. I'll never stop talking about it because I'm thankful to God that I got through it. And I'm gonna help a lot of people get through it. That's my goal, to save hundreds of women and men from going through that and going down that line and feeling like they stuck and they can't change. We can change and we can do better. I don't even feel like I ever did it. That's how far away removed from it I am. Even though I never did none of those things that I'm talking about Tracy did, you know, I was prescribed pain medicine and my body became addicted to it, right? But I'm not saying one thing is better than the other. It can happen to anybody. And I'm saying it and I keep repeating that because I want, if Tracy ever see this or anybody in that family ever see this, I want them to know that even though I'm pointing these things out, I'm not judging you. I'm bringing it out because you are not bringing it out because you're hiding it. But I'm not judging you. You talking to somebody who done been through the fire and that done came out clean and still, now I ain't come out clean. I came out with some motherfucking, with some marks on me. I came out smudged on my face, but I still came out. And I'm cleaning myself up, wiping myself off to continue to keep going. So I feel like you didn't have to do all this hiding. Shame, embarrassment, all of that. will block so many of our blessings as people. And I feel like that's the reason why we didn't know where these girls was, because of shame and embarrassment. Do y'all know that she said, when they said, why were you did you stop speaking with the police? Why did you ignore the police when they were trying to reach you and stuff? And she said she was scared. And they said, scared of what? And that lady said, of going to jail. Now, in any other situation, what situation do y'all know where somebody's saying they scared of going to jail that they ain't do nothing? You ain't in no handcuffs. You haven't been arrested. You haven't been none of that. You just simply being questioned by the investigators. But you're 20 years later still saying you scared to go to jail. You're scared to go to jail because you did something wrong. You did something wrong. What did you do? What did you do? And the only way we're going to really find out what she did is if we find out where the real diamond is she okay, and have her comfortable enough to come and tell her story and tell what really happened to her. That's all I want. I want to be able to foster like us making that happen. I would love for if she would come and talk to me, and trust me, I'm going to try. But at the same time, this situation is so big, I wouldn't be mad if Nancy Grace or somebody else spoke to her. But I want her to speak to somebody and get her story out. I do, because I want to know, did they sell them into S trafficking, or did they sell them to like an underground adoption agency? You know what I'm saying? Where people want to adopt, but they don't want to go the legal way through the real adoption agency. Sometimes I wonder, did she put her for some type of black market adoption where you just give your baby to a family and they know it's somebody who work at this government building, who know how to make the fake this and that and the third? Was that one of the things that she did? Did she give her, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it like some type of black market for adoption that we don't know about? She left her kids at home alone when they was not old enough. Yes, when they was not old enough to be home alone. And I feel like that's enough for her to go to jail, period. 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 That's enough. And then on top of that, lying to the cops. That's enough. She should have been in jail. How many times she has literally, y'all, she's been lying to the police for 20 years, y'all. She's been lying to the police for 20 years. They just caught her in another lie in this documentary. Why is she walking free? And here's the kicker, y'all, that we're gonna get into on when I go live again. The finale is gonna be probably tomorrow when I go live again. We're gonna do the finale on Diamond Bradley and TIONDA Bradley. For now, we gotta get on our next story, our next case, our next saga, whatever it is we're gonna be doing next. I'm gonna be introducing that to you guys at the end of my next live tomorrow. But before I go today, because I got about 13 minutes left, she left her kids out. Yeah, that's facts, Raven. Raven over here spitting facts. I feel CPD didn't do that. Yeah, I agree. People over here speaking facts. I agree 100% with you on that. And guess what? Guess what else, sis? Guess what else happened? Sis, did you know that when she had a child with George Washington took her to court and got custody of that boy? That boy that we seen in a picture of George Washington could very well be his son that he had with Tracy. We're gonna find that out. I need I got somebody that's a close friend of mine who is from Chicago. Sis, we need to get them court papers. We need to get them court documents because we need to know what George Washington said to that judge to get that judge to give him full custody of her son. That's how the truth gonna come out on black and white. And I'm gonna put it out there. Raven, oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna put it out there. I put the new one in the group too. But I'll if y'all want me to, I'll put another one in the group. I'm sure we're gonna talk tonight or tomorrow. I need to talk to both of y'all at the same time, child. You know why. But yes, y'all, he took custody from Tracy of Tracy's son. So not only did this happen with Diamond and TIONDA, and he did it, and we clearly know he did it. I believe Tracy knows what exactly happened to her kids. Yes, she just doesn't want to go to jail. Yes, exactly, Ashley. She doesn't want to go to jail. She said that she was afraid, and they said, "What you afraid for?" And she said to go to jail. And George Washington knows something about her that we don't know, that she's ashamed of. Because not only did she not tell on him, but he also took her to court and took custody of that boy. She thought them kids was gonna hold that man. And what? How could you want to be with a man and name his daughter after the wife that he currently with? What is wrong with you? Y'all and this Rita, y'all went and did this documentary. You cannot get mad at what nobody say about your mama, because your mama was dead wrong. Y'all need to have a heart to heart. I already told y'all how I feel about Rita. I feel like she got a good heart. I feel like she's a woman who carry a lot of emotional pain from her mama. But you cannot fix your mama. You can only fix you. And the only way you're gonna fix your generation and your downline is if you face reality. Do something your mama never did and be real. Be honest. Wait, y'all, I'm just at the part where she don't recall him taking. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you almost there. You about halfway. But she did say that she don't recall him taking them to no drive-in. They even said they looked it up and there wasn't even any drive-ins around. So you guys, since my sister brought that up, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys. They did not test those hairs that they found in his trunk. They would have known in real time had they tested them that those hairs belonged to TIONDA. But they did not test those hairs until months, probably years later. It was too late by the time they tested those hairs. Everybody had an alibi for it. Everybody agreed. No, wait a minute. With the hairs, I think no. Rita and Victoria said no. There is no way that the hairs could be in the trunk that belonged to TIONDA. Rita and Victoria said they would never do that. They have never gotten in no trunk with him or went to a movie with him. Not at all. At all. That man did that to his own flesh and blood. And I feel like whatever he did to her, like that lady said, whatever he did to her, TIONDA saw, and he unalived TIONDA. I feel like whatever he did to Diamond, TIONDA saw it, and he said he had to take her out in his mind. I believe Diamond is the only one that's still walking among us. And I feel like that's why Tracy had that dream that she said she had. If y'all recall me playing her saying she has dreams sometimes that she sees TIONDA and she asks TIONDA, "Where's Diamond?" And TIONDA says, "Come on, mom, I'm gonna take you." And they go and she start following her and they don't ever get anywhere. And she never sees Diamond. That's because TIONDA may be already on the other side, passed away or unalived. And Diamond might be still here walking among us. We may have, I believe we did find her, especially after seeing those pictures and everything. I believe we found her. I believe they either sold her into ST or they did some type of underground, under the table adoption thing where she just wanted to give that baby up because she named her baby after the mistress named her baby after the wife that she wanted the man to leave her for. But she hated that he wasn't going to leave his wife and his kids for her. And even when his wife found out and left him, he still didn't choose you, Tracy. He still did not choose you. And you cover for this man and you sacrifice your two children for this piece of crap and his phallus. Don't make no sense. It really don't. It really don't. It was ridiculous. And then at the end, they finally tell her, "Oh, we know that you had left them kids alone longer than that." And she starts breaking down, saying, "Maybe I did, maybe I did." You know. And another thing, she kept acting like she got memory problems, right? You tell me any woman that will lose their child and have a problem remembering anything, and their child ain't been back in 22 years. You gonna remember every second, every breath you took, you gonna remember. Because it's flashing. It's flashing. Right before you, it gives me anxiety to even think about that. Thank you, God, that I don't never have to worry about that with my boys, God. I thank you. And I ask that you keep us all safe. Keep it that way. Before I leave, I just want to say thank you to y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make my day. When I come on here, I love coming on here talking to y'all. I love it. I'm gonna start responding to the comments more. I'm gonna go ahead and stop putting it off and put my YouTube on my phone so that I can at least make shorts and try to come to y'all any way that I can. I really love doing this, y'all. I do. And even though I'm gonna have to take a break, I'm gonna find a way to continue to do it, y'all. I'm gonna find a way to continue to do it. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna come back tomorrow, maybe right before work or right after work. I'm actually sitting up this documentary with a scarf on. Right! That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Where was she? Is she still? Do y'all think? I think this lady might still be on the streets. And when I say on the streets, I'm not saying live on the streets, but I'm saying I think that she haven't done any changes, man. She needs to get in a program or something, man. She got a lot of traumas that she hiding. Let's just be honest. It's a lot of things that she's hiding, and it's eating her alive. It's eating her alive. Why do the most dressed up I ever saw her was that day coming out of court with guess who? George Washington. George Washington. It's crazy. Thank you, girl. Girl. Thank you so much. What? Who is? Okay, so Letitia Hicks is someone who ended up calling and dropping a dime on him, so called, or basically calling to let them know to be a truth teller and let them know. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about Letitia Hicks on my next live, Raven. And when you watch this back, you'll see why I kind of gotta get off right now. But sis, I love you. I want to save Letitia Hicks so we'll have more to talk about when I come back tomorrow, sis. You know, you can just call me though. Call me when you get done watching the rest of this, like watching the replay. You can call me or text me. I might be busy for like 2 hours because I gotta, get ready for work and everything. And you know, get everything ready for tomorrow, period, child. Cass be having to be to school at 7, child. His daddy be taking him, but I want to take him tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I want to be in the game, even though he'll do it with no problem. I want to do it. So I got to get ready. But I love y'all, man, and I thank you for doing that. I thank you for clicking that bell so that you can come anytime I make a video. I appreciate it. You see, when stuff happen, it's stuff like that that just keep me going. It's stuff people like Raven, Yushraya, you know what I mean, Jason, people who come through my live and y'all be in the comments. It really make me feel like I'm on the right path. So I appreciate it. I really do. I love y'all, man. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna soon have an intro and an outro, y'all. I'm gonna get better. And hopefully I can still do it, like she said, 3 times a week or twice a week. But we're gonna end on a positive note, y'all. We finally saw the documentary. I'm gonna be back tomorrow with the next part, either right before I leave for work or right before I come home. I'm doing it, period. Y'all have a good night, okay? Thank you so much. Hit the bell, so y'all be here when I go live again. Thank you. Shout out to the replay gang. I appreciate y'all so much.